What's going on, y'all, and welcome back. 2025 has officially come to a close. By the time you guys are seeing this, this is probably first week of January, and I thought this would be a great time to reflect on the great year of bass fishing that we had and show some highlights. We're going to be going over today our top 5 biggest bass of the year. But before we get into that, I just wanted to take a second and say thank you all so much for all the support you guys have shown me, all the love over these last couple of videos, and this year really in general. You know, I haven't really started to take this YouTube thing too seriously, but you know, we're going to really get into it next year. We've got some big things to come. So every like, every comment, every view, every follow, I truly appreciate you guys, and I couldn't do it without you. Going into this year, I made it a point to myself that I was going to try and keep these bigger baits in my hand. We dabbled a little bit last year, but I just kept picking up conventional baits. You know, they were getting bit, and we caught some good fish. Once we got that handled, I really wanted to try and figure out, you know, what it was going to take to really target these large fish that we have out here, and really just find out what adjustments we were going to have to start making to put them in the boat. I think at the top of the year, my personal best bass on the swim bait was about 7 pounds. We caught that one last year in the spring. And since then, we just really haven't been able to beat that mark. So we stuck to it, and not to give away too many spoilers, but I think it did pay off. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, coming in at the number 5 spot, we have a fish that was much needed. We caught this fish back in February, I believe. It went 8 pounds, 3 ounces. It was 23 inches long. We caught that one on none other than one of my favorite baits, the DRT Tiny Clash. We're on a pretty bad hiatus at this point. I think we were skunking at 26, 27 trips in a row, and I was just bound and determined to get a fish, set the year off on a good note, and we did exactly that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Yep. Come on, stay pinned. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Come on, girl. Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Come here, girl. Come here, girl. Oh my God. All right. Dude, she's barely hooked on the outside of the mouth. Oh man, I'm trembling right now, dude. I gotta chill. That's a proper fish. Wow. All right, there we go, you guys. 8.2. All right, y'all, coming in at the number 4 spot, we have a fish we caught a little bit later in the year. I believe it was June. It was our first week of real hot weather. It was about 110, 115 degrees. They weren't really eating the glides, so we decided to pick up another large profile bait. This was on the DRT VTS7. We had that rigged up on an almost 1 ounce shaky head rig. Perfect for those big swim bait rods. A little bit on the lighter end, but it still does the trick. Bombed it out deep. All it took was 1 cast. This fish absolutely destroyed it. One of the hardest fighting fish I've ever caught. This fish went 8 pounds, 12 ounces, and was 24¼ inches long. Let's go ahead and check it out. Tied a big old 1 ounce jackhammer on. I tied a big old 1 ounce jackhammer on. First cast got it snagged on a cable. Tried to use the lure retriever, almost snapped the lure retriever, so I just cut the line. I got the lure retriever back, but I lost the jackhammer. Oh, that's a big fish, you guys. Dude, it's huge.
Oh, you need help?
Yeah. Stay down. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, that's 9-10. I'm a little close. Yeah, I don't know, because he's not much to tell us.
All right, we're starting to put the numbers up. Coming in at the number 3 spot. This is a very special fish to me, probably my favorite in this entire series. This was a fish that was not in a boat, it was not in a kayak. I was kicking it old school, decided to jump back on the bank. I believe this is the first full moon in March. I had an idea that some of these bigger fish were gonna start moving up, but nothing could have prepared me for the size of this fish. We decided to take one rod down there, 86 baits passenger. All it took was a couple casts, had a big follow. The fish wasn't committing, decided to kill it at the bank. Made a couple pops, and this fish absolutely destroyed it right at my feet. This is a super sick eat, super special fish to me. Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, that might be the biggest fish I've caught all year. Let's get this girl situated for a sec. There you go, guys. 9 pounds. All right, you guys, 9 pounds, 3 ounces. All right, we're more than halfway through. Number 2. This fish was a super hectic day. I had to be off the water super early, and I was already past the time that I needed to get off the water. I was cruising back to the car. This was mid-May, I believe, and saw some big fish move around up shallow. They were up shallow chasing gills. Luckily, I had the 86 baits passenger tied on once again. Made a little half-handed pitch at this fish as I was cruising through, and she absolutely smoked it on the first or second reel turn. I knew it was a giant fish, got to the boat, got all tangled in my motor, then got out, got tangled in Jeremy's motor. It was just complete chaos. Ended up getting her in the net though. She went 9 pounds, 6 ounces, 25 inches long. This was my longest fish I'd ever caught at this point. Both GoPros are dead. I didn't have any cameras on the boat except for the high 8 camera. I was able to luckily get some B-roll of it. Unfortunately, when I was in the middle of filming that, rogue wave hit Jeremy's boat. He ran into me, camera dumps right in the lake. Luckily I had the shoulder strap on. I was able to reach in, grab it, pull it out, and film a little bit of B-roll before the camera completely shit out on me. So it's super glitched. Forgive me ahead of time. Came out a little bit cool, but that was not my intention. So there's gonna be no cast to catch on this one, but it's an absolute sick fish. Go ahead and check it out. All right, y'all, we're down to the final countdown. Fish number 1 on the list. It was late summer this year. I was working on a video for Matt over at 86 Baits and myself for the Deadringer, one of my absolute favorite baits. And we had caught some good fish, Jeff and I, a couple 5-pounders, 6s. Wasn't really breaking that 7-pound mark. And I was really looking for one fish to cap the video off. My buddy had just gotten into town. We had punched out to the lake real late in the day. Wasn't expecting much. We're just trying to get on the water. This fish caught me completely by surprise, absolutely clobbered it. We were just about to pull up and get out of the spot. Came in at 10 pounds, 13 ounces, 25 1/4 inches long. Absolute beast of a summer fish. I would have hated to run into her in the spring, only throwing the 14-pound line I was running, but we got her in the boat. That's all that mattered. Super sick catch, super special. I was with the homies, Parker and Xavier, and the look on their faces is absolutely priceless. Super stoked I was able to share that moment with the boys. And stoked for you guys to see it if you hadn't already checked out that Deadringer video, but I will link that below as well. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Did you see that I posted on, I don't know if you saw, I posted on my story and I
Yep.
Oh.
That's a good one. That's a double digit, bro.
Did that just happen, dude? Oh!
Oh, you guys, this is, I didn't even get a chance to see it. This is absolutely fucked.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh, I cannot believe.
That's over 10, bro. Holy shit. Hold on.
Bro. Bro, that's not a summer fish.
No, that's like a spring, winter fish, bro.
Wow, maybe we should stay back.
That's my new PB.
You imagine two DDs
You always want it to happen, but you never think it's gonna happen.
happens when you least expect it, dude.
Let's get her back and then we'll get her on the board. Definitely my new length PB. We'll see what she goes on the scale. 25 1/4. All All right, guys, there we go. Definitely my new PB. We haven't got her on the scale yet, but I think she'll go 10 easy. Just an absolute nut to eat on that Deadringer right in front of the boat, coming along that rock wall. We thought she was little until the boys started freaking out and she got in the net. Let's go ahead and get her on the scale. There we go. All right, we got a couple measurements on her. I don't know if you guys can see that. It was bouncing around, but I zeroed it out. And we're sitting at 10-13. Parker convinced me to come out today. Our boy Nugget's in town. And there we go. 10-13, 25 1/4. Summertime DD. On none other than the 86 baits Deadringer. Stoked. Stoked. Thanks for playing. Get back in there, big girl. Most graceful release of all time. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. A super amazing year we had. You know, I had, at the beginning of the year, made a point to keep these big baits in my hand, and it most definitely paid off. It's not always easy. You're not catching a lot of fish, but when you do put some up, they're usually big size, and I think this video is proof of that. So, as always, I truly appreciate y'all coming along. That is going to be it for this video. But stay tuned, because I do have some super sick things in the works. A couple of big projects coming up that I'm super stoked to share with you guys. And those will be up soon. So, as always, I appreciate y'all coming along. I'll roll this outro, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.